A piano that hadn't been tuned in 30 years was left in an abandoned church. A music professor struck one key and it was in perfect pitch. He tested all 88 keys. Every single one was perfectly tuned. The wood was rotting. The strings were rusted. But the sound was flawless. In 2022, Professor Alan Chen from Berklee College of Music was traveling through rural West Virginia, documenting abandoned instruments in closed churches for an acoustic archaeology project. Most of what he found was expected: warped organs, cracked guitars, pianos with dead hammers and snapped strings. Then he entered Mount Carmel Baptist Church, closed since 1993. Doors unlocked. Roof half collapsed. Rain damage everywhere. Pews rotting. Mold on the walls. In the corner of the sanctuary, covered in a thick layer of dust, plaster debris, and fallen ceiling tiles, stood an upright piano, a 1957 Baldwin Acrosonic. The wood casing was cracked. Moisture had visibly warped the frame. Several strings were orange with rust. One hammer was physically broken off. Alan brushed off the keys and pressed middle C, expecting a dead thud or a grotesque out-of-tune clang. The note rang out pure, crystal clear, perfect concert pitch, A440 standard. He froze. Pressed another key. Perfect. Another. Perfect. He played a C major scale, then a chromatic scale, then chords, then arpeggios across the full range of the instrument. All 88 keys, every single note in perfect tune. He pulled out his professional chromatic tuner, the same one used for Steinway concert grands. He tested every note. Every note registered dead center. 0 cents sharp, 0 cents flat. 88 out of 88. This is physically impossible. Piano strings lose tension daily. Temperature changes, humidity, wood expansion and contraction. A well-maintained piano in a climate-controlled concert hall goes out of tune within months. This piano had endured 30 years of West Virginia weather in an open-roofed building. The physics don't allow it. Alan recorded the entire keyboard test. He sent the recordings and tuner readings to 3 independent piano technicians. All 3 responded with the same word: impossible. One technician wrote, based on the condition of the strings, hammers, and frame described, "This piano should not produce sound at all, let alone tuned sound." There is no mechanical explanation. Alan, a self-described agnostic, sat on the rotten bench and played Amazing Grace. He said later that piano was waiting 30 years in a collapsing building, and it was ready the moment someone sat down and played. I don't know who it was waiting for. Maybe it was waiting for anyone who would come. Psalm 403. He put a new song in my mouth, a hymn of praise to our God. God keeps things in tune that the world says should be broken. Relationships, callings, dreams, promises. The conditions say impossible, but when you sit down and press the key, the note rings true. Type still in tune if God has preserved something in your life that should have fallen apart. Full recording on my channel.